Bienvenidos a todos, welcome everyone, I am the Seamster, and what are we doing today? We are going to be making a beach pillow. Yeah, these beach pillows are very simple to make, but there are some key things that you might need to know about. First, the type of material. You don't want to use just a regular cotton material or a fleece material. Why? Because of the outside weather. You don't want that moisture to get inside of your pillow, and they're very difficult to clean. You want to use some type of canvas material, either a lightweight canvas or a heavy-duty canvas, a canvas that is kind of like this right here, what we use. It has the polyester fabric look on the outside, the canvas look, and then on the back side, it's almost like a coating that they put on this here, and that actually stops the water from going inside of your pillow, creating that bacteria from the moisture getting inside. But we're going to be talking about all that kind of stuff as I go along. So let's go ahead, let's do this. I'm going to show you a bonus also of the HTV, the heat transfer vinyl. This is a glitter heat transfer vinyl. We're going to show you how to do that. And also what we do with our beach pillows, we make handles for them. Yeah, because come on, let's face it, your hands are going to be full with a cooler, your alcohol, your snacks, maybe your radio, all sorts of things, your blanket, your towel, your chair. Well, how are you going to carry all them things? Like this, just like this. It's pretty simple, and I'm going to show you how we do it here at Hype Girl Extreme. Alright everybody, come on, let's do this. Let's make a beach pillow. Okay, so I have my yellow fabric here. It's a canvas, heavy duty, and I have pattern that's already made. So this beach pillow pattern is 13 inches by 19 inches rectangle. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to set that right on the edge there, and I always use a folded edge most of the time. If I have the material, I would just use a folded edge and then cut from there, and everything looks good. Take my rotary cutter and just follow my pattern all the way around, which is just like that. Set the pattern aside, and here's my material. Now what I want to do is turn this towards me, and I need to make my opening. I need to know where I need to stop sewing on that one edge here so that I can stuff this with the poly fiber. And I already have marks here, so if this is obviously 19 inches, I'm going to go 9.5 is centered, and 2.5 inches over and 2.5 inches over from each side. And I already have my marks on here, so it just makes it a lot easier for me just to make my mark just like that. And now my marks are on there, so I know where to stop sewing here, and then the other way too, stop sewing here, and then that leaves me that opening right in there. Normally 5 to 6 inches for that opening, depending on your hand. I like to try to make this as small as I can. Just it's less sewing on the outside of the material. Okay, so once that's done, I'm just simply going to set that aside for right now. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my handle, and what I'm going to do is on my pattern I have where it's 2.5 inches here and 2.5 inches here. So I'm just going to put that right on top there, on that edge, and line it up on edge. Take my rotary cutter, okay, and now I'm going to cut these at 3/4 of an inch, and I should come up with 3 of these, and that one there will be right in half. Okay, so now I need to have the overall length, so all I did was just open this up, and I need the overall length of these to be at 15 inches. So I just put it on my mat, and I don't really need this. Just cut them right at 15. Them are just scraps. So now I'm going to take these and braid these together. If you do not know how to braid, I'm going to show you that real quick. So have a piece of duct tape to go over all 3 pieces, so just 1/4 of an inch is showing on all of them, and put that duct tape right on the edge, and then just tape that down to your table. And now all I'm going to do is just overlap all of these. In the very beginning it's not going to be very tight, but then as you get going it'll all tighten up. And you're just going to just keep braiding this until you get to the end. Okay, once you get done with one end, it's good to have a piece of Scotch tape and go ahead and just Scotch tape the end of that there. And that can get sewn right into the pillow once it's done. So go ahead and take your other end and just tighten that up, because that wasn't very tight in the very beginning. So and then again, take your piece of Scotch tape and just go right around that so it holds it together, so it doesn't try to unbraid itself. And just like that, we got our handle. Now all we got to do is just sew this pillow together. We're over by the heat transfer press machine, and Cheryl here is got a Teflon material in between the canvas, because remember what I said about that backing, that, and what they want to do is they want to tend to stick together with all that heat. So we got put a Teflon in between that, and then Teflon on top. And what she's doing right now is getting the moisture out of the material. Remember I said that all material has some type of moisture, and you want to get that out before you put your HTV graphic on your material. And yes, mermazing, that's what we're going with for this beach pillow. Some people feel mermazing. I kind of feel a little mermazing right now. So this is getting it centered. Put the Teflon over the top of it, and this will be for about 15 to 18 seconds, and then once that's done, then peel that plastic coating off of the top of the HTV, so you're just left with the graphic. Okay, so take the Teflon off, and let's see if this actually works. Look at that. That is awesome how that works like that. And just like that, Cheryl's going to hit it one more time, and then that'll be set, and I'll be ready to sew it. And this is not going to be as long. Sometimes we just want to hit that for about 10 seconds, and that just reapplies that heat to that, just to be sure that it is definitely on there and that it won't come off. And just like that, it is finished. Okay, now that we got the HTV on this, all I did was put some wonder clips on the corners just to keep them from, you know, moving around. So I want that to be nice and level and right tight at the very end. So all I'm doing now is just simply putting this in the sewing machine and lining that up with my presser foot on this edge right here. Turn down once just to get it started, and I'm going to do a back stitch right to the corner. Okay, and now I'm just going to sew all the way to the corner. And taking my wonder clip off. Okay, and once I get to the corner, I'll back stitch. Okay, now this part here, back stitch a little more. This is the part where I actually put my handle in now. Okay, so all I'm going to do is hold the two corners of the edges here, and I'm going to just simply put this on the inside, just like that. Okay, so once I get to the corner, I'm going to front stitch, and I'm at the corner, my needle's down, and I'm going to just simply turn this. And all I'm going to do is just run right over that. Okay. And I'll back stitch real quick, just a little bit. Now I need to remember that's where I made my marks for my hand opening when I go to stuff this. So I'm just sewing right up to that opening, and I'm going to back stitch. And just like that. So now I'm going to just pull this all the way through to my other opening. Set that down and back stitch, and go ahead and start sewing all the way around again. Taking off my wonder clip. I'm at the corner. Make sure my needle's down. Turn the pillowcase this way, and now sew all the way to the corner. to get to the corner, back stitch. And done. Now I'm just going to go ahead and turn this pillow inside out. I'm turning this pillow inside out. I'm just going to press into the corners really hard with my finger, and I'm going to do that to all the corners. Okay, because you want that to have a nice sharp point on the corners. And I don't have very much material in the corners, so I don't have to like cut anything off, because some people have a lot of material and then they have to actually just cut that before they do what I'm doing right now. And then here is my handle. Just going to go ahead and just press that out as much as I can. And that looks pretty good. Okay, now I just need to stuff it. Okay, so the material that I'm using is polyfill, and basically it's a look-alike cotton, but it's a plastic, it's polyester. Okay, and then what you do is when you stuff these pillows, you just don't want to take one big clump and just shove it in there. You want to take pieces like this, and the reason why is because when it goes in as one big clump, it doesn't get into the corners or the edges very well. So you want to put pieces in there, just a little handful at a time, until it, you know, settles into where it needs to be. So I pretty much got this pillow to where I want it, and I go by how it feels. If it feels nice and tight, then, you know, that's so far that's a good pillow. So it's pretty good. So now I need to go ahead and sew this up right here, just like this. Okay, got the pillow stuffed, and as you see, I have the pillow clamp that I invented. I put on there, so I'm just going to go ahead and just sew that seam up now. And I don't have to fight against this pillow wanting to flex out on me because it wants to expand. So just go ahead and just sew this up. Go ahead and start it. Back stitch. And front stitch all the way across that seam. And get to the end, and I'll just go ahead and back stitch. Just like that, I got myself a beach pillow. Alright everybody, I hope you enjoyed watching this. Just going to go ahead and snip them off, and don't forget to visit our website, Hype Girl Extreme, and that'll be up and running. If you're watching this video already, it'll be up and running sometime early March or middle of March. Again, beach pillows, made easy with a beach handle. You gotta have one of them. Alright everybody, peace out.